Yeah,
Yeah,
the game kicked me just now.
yeah, we know. I told him. Around the city, the water and oil.
Repeat that, sir.
20 laps around the city. If you're getting kicked up.
Yes, sir.
I'd retire right away. I don't know what you said yes for. I would have quit.
Nah, just following the order.
Okay.
No problem.
But hey, I do have one question for you. You want a suit?
Yes.
Yeah, come stand in front of me, man, so I can get started. I hate interviews, so let's get this. I'm gonna be patient, though. Always. You know how long my questions are, so you already know to prepare yourself. All right, I started my recording already. I always have my body cam on hot. Anyway, so what are the five core base rules?
The five core base rules are: number one, respect; number two, no AFK; number three, always ask permission; number four, be active; number five, don't taser or shoot fellow soldiers.
Okay, okay. If promoted, how would you lead an example for others?
Repeat that, sir.
If
Oh, you're
promoted, how would you lead and set an example for others?
promoted. Or would I lead or set example for others? I will ensure that they know exactly what I'm doing. I will explain it step by step. You know, I would step in. Try to hear about stories. Also have my body cams on, and I will also bring it to my higher ups. Yes, sir. I will ensure that I have my body cam, and I will talk to the person. If they are not listening, then I will bring it up to the higher ups as well.
hmm Okay, now I'm gonna make it my own questions. I'm gonna play with your mind a little bit. Beyond these desks is the pavement, it's the concrete. This whole little what is this shape, bro? What is this? You know what? I'm gonna call it a thing. We're gonna call it thing. All right. So with thing right here, this little line right here is the pavement. Right now I'm stepping on the concrete, and I want to join. All right. Hold on, give me a sec. Yo, man, how do I join the?
Excuse me, sir. I am currently King Toxic. I'm gonna ask you to step off the pavement, please, sir.
Make sure to get your vessels.
What is a pavement?
They're standing on the pavement, the concrete in front of on their feet.
Mm-hmm. All right, hire me now.
Yes, sir. Before we do that, I'm gonna ask you a few questions. Sir, please put away the weapon.
Why? You don't like my booty hole pistol? What's wrong with my booty hole pistol, man?
Please put away the weapon, sir.
Man, all right.
Thank you, sir. All right, sir. So, what's your name and your current level?
Mm. My name is Upbeat Ruthless, and I'm level 24.
Sir, please stop doing that emote. I can't tell if. Hold on. Stop doing that emote immediately, sir. Your actions are being treated as a. Sir, please put away the weapon, sir. Thank you, sir.
You called me. This man over here with exclusive macros, bro. What? All right. Uh,
Yes. So, what's your name and your current level, sir?
My name is Billy Bob, and I'm level 3.
All right, sir. So, the armor requires a person to be level 5 or higher. So, I'm gonna
Well,
ask
it's level
you.
6, but they have to change it because level 6 is actually when you complete the tutorial.
Oh,
But, I actually have to change that. I have to make that announcement, but, I'll make that later.
sir. So, should I continue?
Yeah, continue.
Yes. You said you are actually level 6.
No, I said I'm level 3, and my name is Billy Bob.
All right, Mr. Billy Bob. You'll have to be level 5 or level 6 in order to join the military. Do you have Discord?
Billy Bob doesn't know what Discord is. Billy Bob don't get on the internet that much.
Okay, sir. No problem. I will help you. So, you will, what kind of device you're using? Android or iOS, sir?
I'm using an Android.
All right, sir. So, I'm gonna ask you to go on Play Store and search for Discord. You will download it. After you download it, you will then create a profile matching your same in-game name, and you'll build your level up to level 6, and then you can come back.
All right. All right. Moving on. Correct. All right. So, thing about it is, let's say a gang member has a weapon note. However, you're not allowed to immediately shoot him, but as you are aware, you have to give him warnings. So,
Yes, sir.
what are those warnings and what are the macros for those warnings? You know how they get all silent when they woke up on the pavement, they just hear the troll you. I'm getting the
Sir,
same.
I have so many macros.
Your forehead smell like cheese.
Sir, please step off the pavement, please.
Hmm.
Sir, please
I
step off the pavement, sir.
I don't want to. No, no, I don't want to step off the pavement. Mm,
Please put away the weapon, sir.
yeah, I'll step off the pavement, but I'm not putting my gun away. No. Think because they're in that uniform, you have some authority around here, don't you? Oh,
Thank you, sir.
no. Matter of fact,
You said what, sir?
I'm not gonna follow your rules.
Sir, I'm gonna ask you to please step off the pavement, put the weapon away, sir. So this is your second warning.
All right, I don't want to get tased. You proved your point. Stop that before it goes too far. But yeah, glad you threw up all your warnings because when they do that, of course you know this already, but they do want you to throw up the proper macros, or they can get you for RP rules, and get you jailed for not using the proper macros accordingly. Therefore, you weren't following RP. You know, macros show that you're role playing.
Yes, sir.
um, yeah, what you got to say, Draco? when you see a weapon out.
Yes, I have also the old macros, so I'm gonna have to recopy the macros because I have so many macros.
Yeah, just a research your list. It's not that big of a deal, but you know you do have to research your list so you can throw these macros in. Give
Yes,
me a
sir.
second. Just 2 seconds.
Sir.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was talking to someone. No, I'm not done with the RP scenarios, but he did. The second one you did. You did about. You did all right. You know. All we had to do was correct you on it. I know after people correct you, you get it like that. Just make sure you research your macro list. All right. You can take all the time you need. In RT after this. But yeah, actually, those are actually like both RP scenarios. Besides them attacking from the mountain and all that, that's not RP. It's actually failed RP. That's why they go to admin jail in RP speaking. Um, but yeah, so let's say this right. You see another colonel, right? So there's a soldier not following orders, and he tases that colonel. I mean, the colonel tases that lower ranking soldier. Let's say the soldier's like a rank 2 sergeant or soft hat. How would you react towards this? Who's in the wrong? How would you solve the situation?
All right. So first, I would take those two soldiers somewhere separate from the rest if they're in a crowd, and I will talk. Have my body cam on, and try to find out from both sides like what's the reason for the tasing and what really happened, and if there is nothing I no, I wouldn't say nothing I can do. If there is a problem, I will just bring it up to somebody higher than me, and we could sort it out and set peace in the faction.
What if there you don't, nobody has any cams? How would you handle that situation
If nobody has any cam,
of the incident? Yeah.
no, he said, if I was there and I saw another soldier tase another soldier, how would I react? I would, I would have to definitely have my body.
Not, let me rephrase it. Like, let's say you just get there and an incident already happens. You go help, and like nobody has cams and all that. Like, how will you handle the situation to make sure everybody's happy and like it progresses?
Yes, I would actually like pull them across aside, still, get to hear both stories, and I would tell the higher that he was do that to tase another soldier because that is in the five rules that no, you should not supposed to tase a fellow soldier or shoot on a fellow soldier, and uh,
Yeah, great answer. Just make remind them responsibility. Like these suits, the hat only gets heavier. Like you have more people looking at you for an example, and then like if a higher up is doing it, then everybody's gonna think it's all right to do it.
yes, sir.
Yep. Um, what I do want to say is, I hope you do know the rules, the army rules. You know exactly when somebody's doing something wrong.
Yes,
Uh, As you will have to point these things out. You know, you can give people only so many warnings. Like with me, I'm probably gonna give you about 3 warnings. Because
yes,
then it gets to a point it's repeated behavior. Like there's some people that's on the board, with me and all that, that are a little more, well, ruthless is in my name, so. But some people have a little more, not patience, but let's say a little more mercy. You know, um, what I do realize with people is that we're all adults, right? Except for Flocka Junior, of course, he's an exception. But and it gets to a point that when that behavior becomes repetitive, they're basically playing in your face. You know what I mean? So basically, what I'm telling you is to know when people are playing in your face. Like I understand, you might want to not get in trouble. The person might be your friend, but also know when it's time to stop. You know, and it's time to take action. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to report people when that that's doing something wrong. Report it to like a 2 star, 3 star, or something. And if it's a serious problem, it'll move up the chain of command pretty quickly. But yeah, you know, I had to turn in 2 of my friends. You know what I mean? They went on vacation. They were considering retiring. They got put on vacation to reconsider, and they were affiliating with gangs, and they were shooting right outside of the HP Green Zone. Recording of that, and I also got recording of one breaking chat one. So I turned it in to the faction leaders, and faction admin got a hold of it and banned both of them. You know, it's just about what's right. You know what I mean? Because showing favoritism, that causes corruption and whatnot. Showing favoritism in the wrong way. You know what I mean? And we don't want any of that here. You know, even if it breaks relationships. Because right after I did that, both of those people started disrespecting me. You know what I mean? They calling me names, they cussing me out, whatnot, trying to act tough. So I'm really asking is, are you prepared for that? You know what I mean?
yes, sir.
Yeah, be firm when you need to, man. Because it's not always about personal things. It's about your job and the rules. And people can only break the rules so many times. And like I said, you got 3 times with me. That's it. Some people want me to change this rule about myself, but nah, you got 3 times. NRP speaking, I'm one of the leaders of a large GTA crew. You know what I mean? And these people are hotheads. And you have to grab control of them. So and they're all grown and they're real life gang members. So what I'm saying? It's like you got 3 times with me, bro. 3 strikes and you're out. Here, you got 3 strikes, so I might turn a video in and you get 1 reprimand. But you might get 2. You might get dismissal depending on what they choose. It's you gotta know when it's time to stop. You know what I mean? Just have the right amount of mercy. Don't be too merciful that you let people walk over you. Because I've seen people do it. Don't let anybody walk over you, man. Be firm when you need to be.
Yeah,
Be
like if you try to use empathy as somebody that only cares about themselves, it's not gonna work. You have to use like they have to know that it's their career on the line, that they're gonna lose all the time that they put in. That they'll get reprimanded and rep out if they don't act right. Like there's really no talking to them.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can only try to break the ice so many times, man. But sometimes they just don't want to cooperate. And sometimes how it got to end. But moving on, Broadcast. Oh, they're on free time. Um, does anybody else have any questions?
Yeah, like if if one of the other generals like tries to stop you because they see that you're getting too like worked up, are you willing to step back and let them handle it?
Repeat that, sir. You kind of break out just now, or probably it's my device.
I- if you start to like, let's say you start to become overwhelmed, right, where you start getting mad or something like that, like, and one of the gens tries to take over, it doesn't have to be somebody higher, just anybody else tries to take over for you, will you, are you willing to allow that?
Yes, sir.
10-4.
Draco threw up a question in the chat for you.
Yes, sir. Alright, so what I observe is the general is most the person that supervise the base. If the FG is not around, they are the person in charge. They they ensure that everything is okay, and you know they are the person that sees everything. I should say, as I observe. Yes, sir. Being a team player, yes, yes, I'm a team player. I work well with others, and work with work to ensure that our faction is in one order. Yes, yes, sir. I'm
Um,
fully ready to take on the responsibility of a general.
cool. Do any of you have any questions? Oh, never mind.
Do you know how long the OBRs are allowed to be?
Yes, yes, sir. About 30 to 45 minutes.
Um, I believe it was like 15 minutes. No,
Oh, yes. I thought you, I was still thinking base tour because I should do a base tour. Sorry about that.
10-4. Just make sure you keep an eye on that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, as in when I am stressed. I remain calm, and I ensure that the job is done. I ensure that the base is locked down. Like I call like a colonel, to help me fix the situation. I will, yes, sir.
Hmm? So what's the? I'm sorry, I'm munching. on this. Okay, so I'm guessing Case doesn't have any more questions, or you, right? I just want to ask the last question overall. Okay. So here's the thing: We're- you're going to have a problem. You're going to have conflict if you're here long enough. I've been here for quite a while. um, nope. Um, these situations, it might not always be every day. I'm talking about with him, like him. Like the problem is actually with him. He is involved. Are you ready to like?